courage, compassion, faith, freedom, truth. It's time for Courage in the Darkness with the host, Phil Roberts. Awakening America to the indoctrination and radicalization. Let's get into it.
If you've been watching the financial headlines lately, you might have seen something shocking. Larry Fink and the titans over there at BlackRock, the people who basically invented the woke investment score, are suddenly scrubbing the term ESG from their reports. They're distancing themselves from the environmental, social, and governance standards. They're telling the media that the term has become too politicized. Don't you dare believe for a second that they've had a change of heart. They aren't backing away because they've realized that forcing radical social agendas on American corporations was wrong. They're backing away because we caught them. They're backing away because red states like Tennessee and Florida started pulling billions of dollars in pension funds out of their grasps. They're backing away because the ESG label became a toxic brand that was costing them their bottom line. But here's the danger. The ideology isn't gone. They're just changing the name. They're moving the goalposts so they can keep social engineering your life through your 401k without you noticing. We have to understand what ESG actually is. It's a social credit score for businesses. If a company didn't hit the right diversity quotas, or if they dared to invest in American energy like oil and gas, the big investment firms would tank their rating. It was a backdoor way for the radical left to bypass Congress and force their agenda on the economy using your retirement money. For years, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street used their massive voting power to install radical activists onto the boards of companies like Exxon and ExxonMobil. They weren't trying to make those companies more profitable. They were trying to make them more compliant. But then something happened. The silent majority stopped being silent. Governors and state treasurers across the country looked at these firms and they said, "We aren't going to let you use our citizens' tax dollars to destroy our own industries." When BlackRock started losing billions in state contracts, suddenly Larry Fink decided he didn't like the term ESG anymore. It's the ultimate proof that these moral elites only care about their principles until it hits their wallets. Now, here's where it gets dangerous. The left is the master of the rebrand. Just like they changed critical race theory to inclusion when parents got angry, they are now changing ESG to transition investing or stakeholder capitalism. They're still pushing the same degrowth, anti-energy, anti-family agenda. They're just burying it in even more complex financial jargon. They want to make sure you can't track where your money is going. They want to keep pressure on companies to cave to protest industrial complex while telling you that they're just looking out for long-term sustainability. We can't stop the pressure. Just because they dropped the acronym doesn't mean that they've dropped their goal. Our goal is simple. Return to neutral investing. A company's only job is to provide value for its shareholders and a quality product to its customers. Period. End of discussion. No social engineering, no political litmus test. And absolutely no bowing to the globalist mob. If a firm wants to play politics, they can do it with their own money, not yours. The ESG death spiral is a massive win for the right, but it's a temporary one if we stop paying attention. They are waiting for us to get bored so they can slide these mandates back into the system under different names. Keep your eyes on your statements. Keep the pressure on your local representatives to protect the state funds. And never forget that the people who tried to destroy American energy and independence haven't gone anywhere. They've just changed their camouflage. Telling the truth about the financial elites is the quickest way to get throttled by the algorithms. We don't have a corporate equality score to maintain. And I certainly ain't taking checks from big investment firms. The Truth in the Darkness Network exists because of you. Check us out at titdusa.com. Stand with us, support the mission, refuse the silence, and we'll see you next time.